Hi sweeties, how are you doing? Welcome to Cimnanya. If this is your first time of coming across this channel, sweetheart, kindly smash that subscribe button and turn your notifications so you are notified each time I upload. And please give this video a thumb up. I appreciate you all so much, and I am saying a very big shout out to every one of you for all the love and support you all give me here. I am truly grateful. Thank you all so much. So you are super sweet. So today we'll be talking something very important, and it's about KKK members, right, who actually shared flyers to trying to terrorize black churches and all that. But thanks goodness they caught him. He's been arrested. He actually went with a 17-year-old child, but because he's underage and his picture is not, like, they did not include his picture and all that, and I hope he rots in jail. I don't know, because colored people, when it comes to them, they probably may end up freeing him and the rest of it. And I want to ask, it's actually today that I found out why KKK was formed and all that. And I was like, wait, why is it that everything about them is about black people? I mean, everything they are doing, everything they try to form, or everything they are doing, is always against black people. Because I don't see how, they formed a terrorist group, and all they do was, they were scared about their black people, and they saw them as a threat. Why did they see black people as a threat? They were scared about the lawmakers back then, because they were enacting law that they think that we go against them as people. So it boils down to always them thinking that they are supposed to be the center of attraction, that everything evolves around them. Black people are not supposed to be better than us. We are supposed to be ahead. Because why would somebody wake up to go and form KKK? Why was it formed? It was formed because they want to use it against black people. I mean, all these things are the things I listen and see, and I am like, these people are unbelievable. Or I'm just running this clip. We'll come back to talk about it. Let me know what you all think in the comments section. So straight up here we go.
Meanwhile, in Tennessee, home and birthplace of the Ku Klux Klans, 2 individuals have been arrested for passing out KKK flyers at black churches. But don't take my word for it. Just watch. Press play.
A flyers case out in Maury County.
That's right, threatening flyers saying, among other things, that the Klan is back. Posted in neighborhoods, businesses, and at least 3 black churches in and around Columbia. Columbia police arrested this man, 38-year-old Daniel Walls, in the case, along with a 17-year-old boy. They aren't releasing the teen's name because he's a minor. These 2 were accused of putting up the flyers late Sunday night.
Hate is in our community. It's been here before, but we have survived every time.
Tonight at Mount Calvary Missionary Baptist Church in Columbia, faith leaders spoke out about what they found at their doorsteps.
We received a message from the Old Glory Knights of the Ku Klux Klan, warning us they have, and I quote, "a dark history here, and because of you, a bright future."
Today, Fox 17 learned that the, quote, hate propaganda was also dropped off in nearby neighborhood driveways, with the Columbia mayor telling Fox 17 News that this does not reflect the community.
Now here is exactly what the flyer said in its entirety. You have been paid yet another visit by the Old Glory Knights of the Ku Klux Klans. Klan. We have a dark history here because of you, a bright future. Be warned, race traders, mixed breeds, communists, homosexuals, and all of the godless degeneracy. The Klan is back again and here to stay. You better make amends or stay away. Now, according to the press, the Old Glory Knights have also left flyers on the steps of mostly black churches in Mississippi about 6 weeks ago. And now, according to the Southern Poverty Law Center, the Old Glory Knights are fairly a new chapter of the Ku Klux Klans, and they've just been around for about a year. This is yet another grim reminder of the attacks against the black church on behalf of the Ku Klux Klans. Now, let us not forget about the Alabama church bombing that left 4 innocent black girls dead, all simply because of the color of their skin. Or the church in South Carolina where they opened the doors to an individual only to be slaughtered by that individual moments later. This is yet another reminder that in 1996, numerous black churches across Tennessee and the Southeast were burned down, and members of these churches had no place to worship, thanks in part to the Ku Klux Klans. Y'all, it's damn near 2023, and we have a black woman who is the vice president of the United States of America. And as black folk in this country, we should not be subject to this kind of hate. I mean, you don't see us going out here threatening white churches with all this hateful rhetoric, now do you? But hey, what is it to say about a country who will arrest Ku Klux Klan members, but in the same day find time to honor the first Grand Wizard of the KKK? Yeah, only in Tennessee. But on a side note, this Ku Klux Klan recruitment took place in Maury County Courthouse in Columbia, Tennessee, which just so happened to be the site of the 1946 Columbia race riot. Also in 1927, it was the site of an 18-year-old black teenager, Henry Cho, who was lynched. Does that sound familiar? That's because it was the exact same place where country music star Jason Aldean filmed his music video for Try That in a Small Town. Now, isn't that ironic? And those would be facts on facts on facts on top of facts. Carry on.
All right, players, it was just my birthday the other day, and you know what they say, a new do brings out the best in you, so I had to go ahead and get myself a new do. But y'all go ahead and grab y'all tea and have a seat, honey. Let's talk about these 2 that have been arrested in Tennessee for posting KKK flyers outside of black churches. I declare, it's a disgrace. So 2 suspects have been arrested after KKK flyers were posted on black churches in Maury County in Tennessee. This is a flyer that was posted on a black church. I declare, honey, it's a disgrace. So earlier this week, Columbia police announced that a search was underway to find the person who was leaving hate-filled flyers around the city. Black churches were the main target. So police labeled the flyers as hate-filled propaganda detailing a KKK recruitment. The police got their hands on a video of the person who was putting the flyers around town, and they were asking for help to identify the person or persons. A pastor of one of the churches where one of those flyers was posted said that I don't see this as a practical joke or kids having fun. This is the kind of fun that gets you a sentence for a hate crime. But he's grateful to see the community come together to denounce the hate-filled flyers. So yesterday, the Columbia police announced that they had made an arrest in the case, and one of those arrested was a minor. He was 17 years old, and the other was a 38-year-old male. So they've both been arrested and charged with civil rights intimidation. The charges were placed in coordination with the district attorney's office. Now, investigators are continuing to work on the case, attempting to determine if more offenders were involved in posting these KKK flyers. On the Columbia Police Department's Facebook page, they stated that we will continue to work closely with our community and make efforts to deter senseless acts such as this from occurring in Columbia. We would like to thank our community for their assistance in this case that led to the arrest of these individuals. Gloria J. Sweetlove, who's the president of the Tennessee State Conference NAACP, denounced the scare tactics levied by the group. In the statement, she said this attack on the serenity and sanctity of black parishioners is nothing less than demonic. This brazen act is a reminder that in 1996, numerous black churches across Tennessee and the Southeast were burned, and their parishioners left without a place to worship. So this tackhead has been arrested and charged. Now the 17-year-old, we don't have a mugshot of them because they are underage. However, I'm curious to know what the relation is between the two. Likely his son, something to that effect. It is re-damn-diculous and a hot boo-boo shitty mess. This is how racism continues when you have someone like this teaching it to the next generation. I declare, honey, it's a disgrace. I hope he's prosecuted to the furthest extent of the law, 100%. Players, put your thoughts in the comments. Let me know what you're thinking. This is Double D Mother for the Black Accurate News.
Let's talk about the history of the Ku Klux Klan. The Ku Klux Klan, or the KKK, was founded in 1865 in Tennessee. It being founded in 1865 is no coincidence. It was right after the Civil War, and Reconstruction policies were very active in the South. And the Klan was founded as a means to fight back against these Reconstruction policies, seeing black people and former enslaved people as a threat. Now, what a lot of people don't know is the KKK has existed and died 3 separate times. First iteration or version was the one founded in Tennessee in the late 1860s. Their main purpose and objective was to terrorize, kill, and intimidate black people, former enslaved people, and black lawmakers. At the time, there were a lot of black Republicans that were making goals and laws for the progress of Reconstruction. This version eventually died out around the 1880s because of laws that were enforced and the fact that Reconstruction ended in 1877. Second iteration of the Klan happened in the mid-1910s. It was fueled by nationalism, increased rates of immigration, the great migration of black people to the northern states, President Woodrow Wilson showing the birth of a nation in the White House. The Klan peaked membership in 1920 at over 4 million members. Klan shrunk due to the Great Depression, but was revived one last time in the 1950s and 60s as a means to fight. It's a civil rights movement. Although the Ku Klux Klan has lived and died 3 different times, they've always stood for the same exact thing.
So this is all I got from this video. And first of all, I'm going to start by saying, why have they always been scared? Because I really don't understand it. Like everything they have done has always been against black people. And I am asking, why is this so? Because I really don't understand it. How all their entire life, their entire existence, all they think of or all they want is something they are going to form to to probably to make black people's life kind of horrible or something. It's just crazy how, as a black person, you cannot just do anything. You cannot fish as a black, even church, you can still not go to church because this happened in a church, right? You can't drive as a black person. You cannot go fishing as a black person. You can't, you can literally not do anything as a black person because they are always there. Even church now, they just will not leave black people alone. And you know what? I don't know. I found this and I was like, because I know about KKK and I do not even know how it was formed and how it started. Not until I started, when I saw this, the first guys update, how they captured a white man who tried to disrupt some certain things, a black church, and giving out flyers too to them, and see how horrible they are. They also this generation, he's 38 years, and the boy he went with is 17 years underage. So what is even their purpose? What is their purpose? Because I don't get it. The one that happened in Mississippi, where the black people are always open to so many things. They are open to people. They just want to welcome people. The person they welcome in Mississippi is also a KKK member, and they did not know, and he ended up burning down the church and the rest of it. And I hope he rots in jail. I don't know, because he's a white person, a pump-colored person, and each time they do things like this, they always get away free with it and all that. But I hope he rots in jail, because that is where he belongs. And then seeing the origin of the KKK, this thing, And I am like, why is everything to them, everything is all about, I think they think the problem is Black people. Or I don't know if it's jealousy or hate and dread. I don't know, because like from the onset already, they were already afraid of the lawmakers, afraid of Black. Why? I don't get it. Make this thing make sense. And then they come back and tell you that get over it, everything is not all about race. So what is going on with all this? This is where I am going to draw the curtain. Thank you all so much for all the support. See you all in my next video. Bye for now.